Welcome back to my forever world builds. So, as I was going through the footage, I realized that the entire house build that I did, the files were like coming out and they were like blurry, like grainy, and the audio was really weird. I tried a new formatting for like how I record, and it ended up kind of biting me in the butt. So I had to scrap that entire video, which kind of sucked because I went through um like my thoughts on what I was building and how I was building it, and I went into a lush cave that I had already found previously. But to get some moss blocks, I was like so upset. But this is my first time like recording and making content, and I've been doing a lot of streaming actually. And so I'm definitely still learning how to do stuff. So I thought I would just scrap it because it wasn't like the best of quality. But we're gonna try to build a farm today. And of course, as I call them, the evil villagers had to come by and like crash the party. Like, I. This is a common occurrence through this entire time of me trying to build a farm. I think they come by like 4 times, and it drives me nuts because I'm I don't want to like kill the guy with the banner cuz I'm scared it's going to like bring more of them. But there's like 5. There's 5 of them. And they keep shooting themselves, which I think is really funny. And I'm like, I'm going to hide. I'm going to duck for cover. Why would I go in my house? I'm not going to. No. That's silly. Why would I go inside shelter? No, I'm going to continue to run around in the open and hope that they go away. Which I think they do. I think, but I'm wrong. They're still here. So they start to leave at nighttime. So I'm like, I'm going to follow them and see if I can find where their hideout is. But they spotted me. So I'm running again. I just don't want to fight them and like cause a raid or something. I don't know how that stuff works yet. So I'm just going to go. I'm going to leave. I'm going to sleep. And of course, I can't let it go. I'm going to go see if I could find like where their little hut is. And I know I've been back here on like the backside of the mountain. Essentially, I know I've been here. I can't see anything. I can't see the little hut. And I'm like, no way do they just like travel hundreds and hundreds of blocks. So I'm like, I'm going to go back to building a farm. What's up, sheep? My emotional support animals. I'm just going to hang out with them. But I'm going to build it over here. The chicken agrees that I should build the farm and the animal pens over here because it's flat, like more flat than over there, right? So, and then, do we see that in the distance? Did we see? He's gone. He teleported. He TP'd somehow out of here. Like, it's ridiculous. I just, literally yesterday, they were here. And now they're back. I can't escape the evil villagers. But it's okay. I think I'm gonna run still. I'm gonna hide because I just don't want to die. Like I don't. But you know what? We're gonna face our fears. And I immediately open my door and I get shot, which is crazy. But we got him. We killed him. We did it. But I just want to go back to building my farm in peace, please. I haven't even started to build the farm because they keep coming by and ruining my day. Like, leave me alone, man. So we're gonna grab some materials. I like to map things out with dirt. So we've got the crops on one side, animals on the other side. And at first I was thinking, I'm not gonna like centralize the farmhouse or where I keep the crops. I want to kind of have it off center, but I realized I didn't like that. So we're gonna make everything a little bit more central and symmetrical. And I don't have any farming mods installed, so we just have the basic crops. So I'm not gonna have like really big crop fields, but these looked like alien crop fields. Like I was laughing when I was like laying it out. It reminded me of like those videos you saw on like really early YouTube that were like mysterious alien crop fields popping up in the middle of Arkansas. And of course, when you're like 10 years old, you're like, oh my God, this is real. This is real life. There's aliens in Arkansas. I can't be the only one who remembers that, you know? Like, maybe I was on a really weird part of YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised. But of course, I have to get the coal. The puppy's getting in the way. He's protecting me from the aliens, the crops. Inventory is full. Constantly struggle. That's why I'm like, I really got to make a storage house, like a storage unit, something. And my dog, like, he's fearless. He's fearless. He's going after these skeletons. But I thought this was so funny. Not the skeleton running away from my dog. I was cracking up while this was happening. Like, and it keeps happening. I didn't know that dogs are like beacons. Like, they just hone in on skeletons in particular. And I'm like, this is the funniest thing. And of course, the creepers. But dude, I swear, my dog he's my firstborn son, right? He's indestructible. He is OP. He's so powerful. I'm like, dude, no one can kill you. I do want to get some armadillo, like, and make some armor for the dogs, but that is so far in the future. And of course, a creeper has to blow up my chest. Look at this huge hole. Like, the creepers keep going in there and blowing it up, and it keeps getting deeper and deeper. And I should have slept. I didn't, so I died. Yeah, it's fine. The combat, I am struggling getting used to the combat in Java, I will admit. Like, I feel like the combat in Bedrock is easier. I've definitely had people say, or at least inform me, that in Java you have to like power up your attack, but in Bedrock you can just like swing the sword all willy-nilly. And of course, I'm like, if my dog is fighting, I'm fighting. But this guy was indestructible, okay? Why is copper armor so strong on skeletons, but then it's like so weak on humans? Like, what do you what do you mean? You know what? I just had a thought. They should make copper armor for dogs. And don't mind me just trying to be John Cena. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Do, 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 do. So we're finally able to get back to building the farm. So I put up a big fence. I put up a little mound in the middle for some, you know, climbing, playing around, I guess, for the animals. So I'm gonna try and get some pigs, some sheep. I mostly want cows, but I definitely had a hard time finding cows. I feel like my little mountain hill area did not have a lot of cows, but we have a few animals, so I'm happy about that. We're gonna start to build the actual farmhouse. I want to keep my crops over here, like close to the fields. I was trying to find some inspo on Pinterest, but nothing really stood out to me, so I think we're just gonna wing it for now. This is what I have. I mean, it's okay, but I think I hear some evil villagers again. Look at these guys. Like, seriously, man? And I'm trying not to panic swing, but I'm like, get me out of here. We're leaving. We're going to sleep because I don't want to deal with this. I've tried to build my farm like 3 or 4 times already. And the dude is like, I'm going to come in your house. I'm going to come in your unfinished house that has your bed in the floor because it was partially blown up by a creeper. Like, it's been a struggle. And I'm thinking, Like, do I need to put a giant fence around my entire property? Look, there's some more. He's just lingering there. Because I don't want to keep having to fight people, like fight villagers, and then keep dying. So we're just going to plant wheat for now. But hey, Mr. Horse, do you know where those evil villagers are? No? No comment? Okay. That's fine. We're just gonna keep farming for wheat. What about you? No? No help? Okay. Well, it's a tough crowd. It's a tough crowd. They must be on the evil villagers team, okay? But I'm just planting wheat for now because I do need all the wheat to like breed the cows, so I can get leather and make books, basically. Plus, again, like I said, I don't have any farming mods installed. I would love to have some farming mods and get some new crops, but I think that's going to be a little bit down the line. So I carved out some pathways that you had seen or watched me do, I guess. I want to fill them with cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, like the mossy cobbled brick, things like that. I'm trying to get my dog out of the way because we all know that they want to hang out all the time, but then they just get in the way. So I'm trying to add like different textures into my world. I'll be honest, I've never even had pathways in any worlds that I've had, but I'm trying to dedicate more time and energy into my forever world. Of course, it wouldn't be a build if I didn't put a block in the wrong place literally multiple times. I do this all the time. So I'm trying to use different things, be more creative with my builds. I'm happy with how this turned out so far. I do think the farmhouse is really boring, so I am going to revisit that in the future for sure. And I want to get better lighting. But for now, the torches will have to do. So as much as building a path is the most exciting gameplay you might ever possibly see on this side of YouTube, just saying, I know it's really exhilarating, I do think I need to move on from building paths. So we're gonna sleep through the night and get rid of these skeletons just to kind of English is hard, regain XP. So we're gonna move on to building the storage. I keep calling it a storage unit. I don't know if that's right. Storage building, storage area. I want to call it a store because I think that would be funny. I would love to build like a little convenience store or something just for fun in this world, but I'm leveling this area out. It's close to my house because I think I'm going to jump between my house and the storage pretty frequently. I don't want all of my structures to look the same. So my house is made of like the spruce and some moss with some cobblestone. So I want to try to like diversify my builds so not everything looks the same and it's all like boring and kind of monochrome, you know, with all the same textures. But I'm thinking my entrance will be here, and I want it to be big because I really am a hoarder. I don't like to get rid of stuff, and so it's pretty big. It's pretty big. This is like the biggest storage area I think I've ever built. Usually they're pretty small and compact, but this is pretty big. And this looks like a dance floor. It looks like a dance floor, but again, I'm trying to like challenge myself with these builds and do like different floor patterns, wall patterns, things like that. So I end up changing it to have the cherry wood, which I do like, but it still in the end kind of looks like a dance floor. But I like it. I'm here for it. Because look, the bee could join me on the dance floor. They literally dance morning, noon, and night all the time. When I come over to this specific tree, this bee is breakdancing. No joke. Then I thought it would be cool to have a tree in the middle of my storage room and make it kind of like an atrium type of thing with some plants around it, like some flowers. So thankfully I have enough bones to make some bone meal, and I end up putting in a sapling, and I really like it. I think it's really cool. I put up some walls, I put up some windows, grew this tree miraculously, and I'm starting to like it. I'm excited because I get to move my stuff over, but psych, psych. Why are the evil villagers here? Why are they here? I just built that house, or I just built that storage room. What do you mean you're here already? Get out of here, man. Like, I'm so irritated. So I'm gonna fight them. I'm gonna get rid of them because I'm over it. Like, they keep coming back. I don't know how to make it stop. We've cleared the villagers. We've cleared them. The evil villagers are gone. I can start to move my chests over here, but I thought I would add some corner posts because I kind of like this design that I've been seeing around, but now I'm like, I don't know how I like the layout of these chests. I think it looks weird, so I did take a break and I came back and I finished the ceiling. I wanted it to be glass, and I played around a lot with how I wanted the chests to look, and this is the final layout. I'm really happy with how it looked. I've got this little table. I'm trying to be more creative with my interiors and stuff like that. I do have a happy ghast because, again, some of my footage is corrupt and I am refilming this in the future. Ooh. So I do end up making it to the nether and getting lucky enough to get a ghast, but I am really happy with how things look. And I do have an updated skin. I think it looks more like Saro, and I'm really happy. I had a friend offer to make it for me because they saw the atrocity of a skin that I had. But I'm really happy with the layout. I'm having so much fun in this forever world. I'm really enjoying taking my time, building things, trying out new builds, and I'm grateful for the community that I have. I'm having such a blast. I've been live streaming on Twitch and TikTok, so you can catch me over on those two platforms. But thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, night, whatever it is, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.